Rock and Roller Coaster is no longer starring Aerosmith. And while the coaster might not change, a big part of the ride is. So as Aerosmith walks this way out of Rock and Roller Coaster, I want to say goodbye and rock on to Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. And we're going to start by talking about the pre show. The pre show for this ride is great. It really shows just how much Aerosmith cares about its fans by giving us all backstage passes. And then to get to the concert venue, they give us a free ride in a limo, or should I say, a super stretch limo. But in all honesty, I really liked the pre show. It was funny, it was awkward, it was exactly what I would expect from a pre show in a late 90s to early 2000s Disney attraction. And once you leave that pre show, you are greeted to some magical theming. Now, I know some people would say that LA at night isn't very magical, but the way that Disney did it, it felt very real. I really felt like I was in a dangerous part of LA. And so, I thought they did a great job with that. It felt like I was there, but in a magical way. And then when you see the Super Stretch Limo launch, especially for the first time, it is incredible. And once you get into the ride and you make it over to where you're about to get launched, it's amazing. It's scary, it's intense, it's thrilling, it's exciting. And that launch is incredible. It may not be the most intense launch, but it is a very, very fun launch. And I also like the way Steven Tyler counts you down before the launch. I'll be honest with you though, for years I thought Steven Tyler was just screaming randomly. I had no idea he was counting down until someone told me years later. But I still liked it. Either way, screaming randomly or counting down. Steven Tyler does a great job getting me into it. And then once you launch, you're just going down the streets of LA. And it is incredible. It is a very fun coaster. And the theming of the coaster isn't all that crazy. You have signs that light up as you go by them, but I think it works. I really enjoyed them. They're very cool. I especially liked two signs in particular. The first one is the Hollywood sign where you go through the O, and the other one is when you go through the donut hole. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I really like going through things. Also, every time I went through the donut hole, I wanted some donuts. And the one time that I actually got donuts after I rode this ride was a good day. But of course, the main attraction is listening to Aerosmith as you're on the coaster. And I gotta say, Aerosmith music fits perfectly into this coaster. Now, to be fair, I think any rock music would fit this coaster, but I think Aerosmith just feels right. And the one thing about this attraction that I will always be grateful for is that it got me into Aerosmith. So if you ever see me and you hear me blasting Aerosmith, think Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. And that is my goodbye to Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. You may be gone, but your memory will rock on forever.